for race one on parade one. Tierra Dancer, Austin Sorry for Les Posen, who is the trainer, owner, and groom. Number two is Dragon Terror. Natasha Day drives and trains for Doug Millard Farms, and Natasha is also the groom. Number three, Control the Distance. Anthony Hahn for Craig Bars and Nurko Sikolovic, and the groom is Courtney Robson. Number four, Storybook Bella, Jason Ryan for Robert Kyle Fellows and Murray Cox, and the groom is Yves LaRoche. Number five, Steady As We Go, Tyler Moore for Brittany Kennedy and Money Clip Racing, and Sean Buston, and the groom is also Brittany Kennedy. Number six, Cabot Tower, Paul McKenzie for Ken Oliver and Milton Young, and the groom is Laura Ireland. Number seven, Wifey Said So, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Ron Cullen and Keith Hanna, and Ron Cullen grooming. Number eight is Watch My Honey Drip, Travis Henry for Michelle LeBlanc. And Michelle is also grooming along with training and owning. And number nine is Pink Monster, Scott Culver, Dean Nixon, and Boris Loss. And Jesse Cross grooming. Field of nine, race number one. Let's get a look at some of the main players in the stash. And while we have to start with number four, Storybook Bella, really has been fine at Grand River, and you see three dominant wins there at Grand River. Last race, though, it tried the grassroots at Hanover, and a mile of 57 and 4, but just didn't work out as well, finishing fourth. But look at 54 and 3 victory at Grand River back in the middle of August, and then back into July, 53 and 4, and all three wide margins, has gate speed and a favorable post, and is likely to be able to blast early. Storybook Bella is 1-2, getting all the love. Number two, Dragon Terror, is one that raced a lot better last race at Sarnia and looking to drag that form forward. Now, overall, has only 2 wins in 20 starts. The overall record's a bit light, but this will be the third start for Natasha Day, and certainly this filly came alive last time out. So Dragon Terror and Natasha Day on the board at 7-1 certainly can be a solid player in here. Couple of others to get a look at. How about number 7, Wifey Said So? And Wifey Said So is one that's had 3 wins in 13 starts this year, and overall flashes more than enough speed to be a solid player in here. Problem is the post position, but Wifey Said So. Strong barn, Jody Cullen. Travis Cullen's having a good year. It's tough to leave this one off the top 2, but because of the post, is sitting as 9-1 choice here for the tri-ticket. And one more to get a look at. How about number 9, Pink Monster? Well, Pink Monster has made the top 3 in 8 out of 16 on the year, and also sent up by Dean Nixon. Was pretty good at Georgian Downs 2 races ago. Last race at Georgian went quickly in a non-winners at 3. 55 and 3 was a decent effort, and battled on the outside. Just tired a little bit late going, but Pink Monster certainly could bounce back 9-1. But the story in race 1 is number 4, Storybook Bella, 3-5 as the favorite. Fans, note in race number 2, we have a claim on number 2, Trident Sealster. Race 2 claim enter 2, Trident Sealster. Gate is rolling for race number 1. Taking up their positions, Tiara Dancer, Dragon Terror control the distance. In the center, Storybook Bella steady as we go to the outside. Cabin Tower, Wifey said so, and Watch My Honey Drip in the second tier, Pink Monster. It is a field of 9 for race number 1. Field is into the stretch drive. And the field for race number 1 is at the start of the rough, and Storybook Bella is going to get out well. We're steady as we go. Watch My Honey Drip. They drive on into the first turn, and the early lead right now belongs to Storybook Bella. Tiara Dancer to the inside. Control the distance is third. Steady as we go. Dragon Terror is fifth, and sixth is Watch My Honey Drip. Then it is back to Cabot Tower, Pink Monster, and then trailing the field is Wifey Said So, and they race their way on to the opening quarter, and Storybook Bella's got the front. Storybook Bella leads it, and racing second, Tiara Dancer control the distance is third, and racing position fourth is Steady as we go. Then Dragon Terror, Watch My Honey Drip, and Cabot Tower. Back further is Pink Monster, and trailing the field is Wifey Said So. They race off the turn, and Storybook Bella's got the lead for Jason Ryan, and advancing up to the half off that solid 27 and 4 opening quarter. Control the distance to the outside. Tiara Dancer is inside third. Cabot Tower broke stride. Racing fourth is Steady as go. The half was 57 and 4, 30-second second panel breather. And now Dragon Terror is racing second over fifth. Watch My Honey Drip is sixth, and seventh is Pink Monster, and Wifey Said So is eighth as they race their way on towards the three quarters. Storybook Bella has a lead of about 2.5 or 3. Tiara Dancer is second, and then on the inside, Steady as we go is third, and now pops up Steady as we go, but it is Storybook Bella who's got the lead as they race their way towards the top of the stretch. Steady as we go, though, is closing. Tiara Dancer third. Watch My Honey Drip, and then Dragon Terror. On down the stretch road they come. Storybook Bella on down the lane for Storybook Bella, and chasing as Steady as we go. Storybook Bella getting some urging. Center of the track, Steady as we go is closing. Steady as we go is going to get on by and beat Storybook Bella. Then Watch My Honey Drip and Tiara Dancer, 155 flats. Back in front of us is the winner of race number 1, number 5, Steady as we go. 3-year-old All Bets Off Bay filly. Tyler Moore is the winning driver. The trainer is Brittany Kennedy. Brittany also shares in ownership with Money Clip Racing and Sean Buston. Brittany Kennedy is also the groom. It's the 4th win this year and 6th lifetime for Steady as we go. The first raise payouts, number 5. Steady as we go, $15, 320 and 220. 4 Storybrooke Bella, 210, 210 and 8. Watch My Honey Drip, $13. $2 Exactor, 22.90. Dollar Try, 210.60. Dollar Super, 3,013.85. Fans note in race number 3, there's a claim entered. Number 9, Devil's Peak. Race 3, claim entered 9, Devil's Peak. Also, fans note in race number 2, claim entered number 2, Trident Sealster. Race 2, number 2, Trident Sealster, a claim entered.
IG guy, what's up?
The first race order of finish from the top down is a 458 219 637. That is 458 219 637 on the bottom. Field for the second race on parade. 1, Too Much Duncan, Paul McKenzie for Craig Gilmore. Craig is the owner, trainer, and groom. Number two is Stratton Sealster, Daryl Thiessen for Chrysalin Nother. Claim entered. Chrysalin trains, owns, and grooms. Number 3 is Sun Seeker, Jason Rod for Jim Stewart and Gregory Mason. Jim Stewart's also the groom as well. And number 4, Macalco, Ryan DeRoche for Darren Rayner and Louis F. Dimiatis and Hardy F. Dimiatis. Darren Rayner grooming. Number 5, Better Than Cash, Tyler Borth for Gerard Demers and Gary Bickford and Dwayne Soler. Leanne Silverthorne's the groom. And number 6, Shadow Warrior, Brett McDonough for Mitchell Tierney and David Tierney. And Kim O'Reilly is the groom. Field of 6, race number 2, Claymatter 2, Triton Sealster. Let's get a look at this field for race number 2. And we'll start with number 3, Sun Seeker. Well, Sun Seeker has got 4 wins on the year, and most recent start at Grand River was pretty solid. Third beaten a length and a quarter. Shows enough speed and recent form to be pretty strong in here. Now, during the last 5 races, has 3 runner-up finishes and a third, and a very competitive fourth as well. And Sun Seeker, I think, is the one to beat in here, and yet is right now 7-1, but I think I could see that dropping. And Jim Stewart often has success in the past. He's put up some pretty strong numbers. Sunseeker, love the price. Number 6, Shadow Warrior, is one that should have enough to be a decent threat. Has been earning around $1,000 to start the last 2 seasons, and compares well in this class. Shadow Warrior has to work on the outside, but a field of 6 outside post doesn't matter quite as much. Might be able to get reasonably positioned despite the outside, 6-1. Number 5, Better Than Cash. Well, fired early from post 7. Paid for it in the late going, but Better Than Cash, that was a strong performance. Tyler Borth with the drive here. Tyler's having a very good year, as is Gerard Demers. Better Than Cash doesn't have a top 2 finish yet on the year in 8 starts, and only 1 win last year in 28 starts, but I think Better Than Cash is one that has a chance to win in here. I think fits well here, and certainly looked good last race at Grand River and can fly off the gate, and is 3-1. But the one the fans are enamored with is one Too Much Duncan. Another inside post, 4 consecutive post 1s, and did use a post 1 at Clinton to wire a field 3 starts ago. Has been racing well. Too Much Duncan, Paul McKenzie for Craig Gilmore. Even money on the board. is rolling for the second. Too Much Duncan, Trident Sealster on the inside. In the center, Sunseeker and Macalco. To the outside, Better Than Cash and Shadow Warrior. And it's a field of six. It's race number 2. Here they come. Field for the second race is at the start of the rough. Better Than Cash has broken stride. Shadow Warrior bolting from the outside, and Too Much Duncan on the inside. Too Much Duncan has got the early lead, and right there on the inside, Trident Sealster. Shadow Warrior is third. Sunseeker now takes third as Shadow Warrior is going to drop back and find the pylons fourth and works in front of Macalco as they race on to the opening quarter. And it is Too Much Duncan who's got a lead right now of about 2 1/4. Trident Sealster is racing position second. Then third, Sunseeker. And fourth is Shadow Warrior. Macalco is racing fifth, 28 seconds, opening quarter. And it is Too Much Duncan who's got a lead. Right now, the length and 3/4. Trident Sealster second, Sunseeker is third. Shadow Warrior is fourth, and Macalco is racing fifth as they come off the turn. Too Much Duncan leads by a length and a half, and Trident Sealster second. Sunseeker third off that 28-second opening quarter. On past the half they go, and 58 and 2 halftime. Too Much Duncan. Now Sunseeker on the outside is working first over. Trident Sealster on the inside is still second. Sunseeker third. Then it is Shadow Warrior and Macalco. Too Much Duncan has a lead of about 2.5 lengths, but Sunseeker is getting a little bit closer now. Trident Sealster is racing on the inside third. Then Shadow Warrior and Macalco, and they race their way on toward 3/4. Too Much Duncan. Sunseeker is getting a little bit closer now, and Trident Sealster is third. Shadow Warrior is fourth, and right now is about 3 lengths off the lead, then a gap of 3 or 4. Macalco fifth, 3/4, 127 and 1. Too Much Duncan. Sunseeker is seeking Paul McKenzie, and Too Much Duncan as they turn for home and on the inside. Trident Sealster up the passing lane. Trident Sealster is trying to close the cavity. Trident Sealster is going to come on by and win it. Too Much Duncan is second. Sunseeker third. And Shadow Warrior fourth. Trident Sealster and Daryl Thiessen up the passing lane at 156 and 4. Fans, the inquiry sent up pertaining to the start and the break in stride of 5 Better Than Cash. Back in front of us, the winner, number 2, Trident Sealster, 9-year-old Big Jim Bay gelding. Daryl Thiessen's the winning driver. The trainer, owner, and groom is Chrysalin Nother. First win this year, 14th lifetime, Trident Sealster. lines, note the judge's ruling that number 5, Better Than Cash, suffered broken equipment before the start and will be refunded. A refund on number 5, Better Than Cash. The second race, it's 2 Trident Sealster, 250, 210, 210. 1 Too Much Duncan, 230, 210. 3 Sunseeker, 210. $2 exactor, $11. Dollar Tribe, $9.45. Dollar Super, $17.05. The double of 5 and 2 is 24.70, and the consolation double of 5 and 5, 12.20. The second race over finish from the top is at 2-1-3-5 DNF4. That's 2-1-3-5 DNF4 on the bottom. Audio test. Field 4, race number 3 is on parade. 1, Simon Said, Colin Kelly for Joe Squires and Bobby Weinhold Harris. And number 2 is Passionate Prince, Paul McKenzie for Courtney Robson. Number 3 is St. Lad's Flirt, Gaston Dumont for Franz Peterson. Number 4 is Disney Man. Note the groom is Letitia Gurriel, Tullamore for Francis Gilmet and Martin Kepfer. I should mention that Bobby Weinhold Harris is the groom on 1. Courtney Robson grooms 2. And Franz Peterson, the trainer, is grooming 3. 5 is Slick and Sporty. Tyler Borth for Gerard Demers and Dwayne Soler. Georgia Dalziel is the groom. Number 6 is Royal Regatta, Austin Sorry for Rafael Barassa and Francois Barin. The groom is Vanessa Hook. And number 7 is Examiner Hanover, Brett McDonough for Francis Gilmet. Groom is Tyler Schlotman. 8 is Redneck Jim, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Paul Sanders. Jared Mann grooms. And number 9 is Devil's Peak, Travis Henry for Isaac Waxman and Carmelo Shime. Troy Learn is the groom. Claim entered on number 9, Devil's Peak. It's a field of 9 for the third. Let's get a look at this field. And, well, we'll start with number 1, Simon Said. And note that 1 Simon Said 5-2 on the board has some gate speed. The inside post position. You see a couple of wins back to back this summer at Georgia Downs. Guess they were so exciting I was all choked up just thinking about them. Simon Said has 6 wins on the year, 49 wins a lifetime. And Colin Kelly driving, and Simon Said from the inside should be pretty sharp in here, 2-1 on the board. Number 6, Royal Regatta, raced well until deep into the mile last race and then finished 4th beaten 2, but certainly overall is having a good year. 10 top 2 finishes and 23 starts. Royal Regatta, 10-1. I love the value on Royal Regatta. I expect this one to have a pretty good outing. Also note that last race pretty strong until very deep into the mile, and races for a sharp barn. Austin Sorry's had a good summer. Royal Regatta is 10-1. Number 7, Examiner Hanover can fly off the gate and gets post 7 all the time, so no trouble finding his way to post position 7. I wouldn't leave him off the top 3 because he often is able to stick around for a top 3 finish after flying out from post 7, and I love the price of 17-1. And 9, Devil's Peak. Well, the claim is in and should be able to get a trip on the back of Simon Said. Devil's Peak could be dangerous. Despite the trailer post, I don't like the 3-2, but definitely a lot of regard for Devil's Peak and the barn as well as Travis Henry. Claim is in. Should be able to get a trip. Possible value play is 8, Redneck Jim, but Redneck Jim did tire in the late going last race at Grand River and has a tough post position. Redneck Jim just not quite up to what we saw earlier this year. He was really good earlier this year. Redneck Jim, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen, 14-1. My top one, though, Simon Said, offers 5-2, and the favorite is 9, Devil's Peak at 3-2. The starting gate is rolling for race number 3. Taking up their positions, Simon Said, Passionate Prince, and St. Lad's Flirt on the inside. In the center, Disney Man and Slick and Sporty. To the outside, Royal Regatta, Examiner, Hanover, and Redneck Jim. And the second tier, Devil's Peak. Field for race number 3 is at the start of the rough, and St. Lad's Flirt. Royal Regatta, Examiner Hanover is going to blast out. Examiner Hanover driving wide around the turn, trying to clear to the front of a Royal Regatta. Examiner Hanover's got the lead. Royal Regatta is racing second. Simon Said to the inside. St. Lad's Flirt is racing on the outside and now has third. Simon Said is fourth away, and Royal Regatta is going to claim the lead now. And then fifth is Devil's Peak, and then it is back to Slick and Sporty, Passionate Prince, and Disney Man, and Redneck Jim is back trailing the field. Royal Regatta has got the lead, and they work around the turn. St. Lad's Flirt is racing on the outside. It is Royal Regatta, St. Lad's Flirt dueling and racing third. Examiner Hanover. Simon Said is fourth, and then Devil's Peak. Slick and Sporty back to Passionate Prince and Disney Man, and then it is Redneck Jim, and they race their way up towards the half, and on the inside, Royal Regatta over a parked St. Lad's Flirt. And on the inside, Examiner Hanover. That is Simon Said, spotted second over on the back of St. Lad's Flirt. They raced the half in 57-3. And fifth to the inside is Slick and Sporty. Then it is back to Devil's Peak and Passionate Prince and Disney Man as they race their way on down the back stretch. Royal Regatta still has lead. There goes Simon Said now. And Simon Said is on the move and is up there 3 wide. Simon Said in pursuit of Royal Regatta. And then Devil's Peak is on the outside getting closer as St. Lad's Flirt backs away. Examiner Hanover is about 2.5 lengths off lead to the inside. It is still Royal Regatta. Simon Said grinding on the outside. Racing third, Examiner Hanover, and fourth is Devil's Peak. And then it is back to Slick and Sporty, and Disney Man is sent out wide. The field turns for home. And it is Simon Said grinding against Royal Regatta. Simon Said, Royal Regatta up the inside, Examiner Hanover. And out wide coming is Devil's Peak up the inside, Examiner Hanover. In the center is Simon Said. But Devil's Peak gets there over Simon Said, and Examiner Hanover third, 156-1. The top four, 9176. Devil's Peak is back in front of us. Devil's Peak, 9-year-old Camluck Bay gelding by Carmelo Shime, trained by Isaac Waxman. Travis Henry, the winning driver, ninth win this year, 28th lifetime. The third race payouts 9 Devil's Peak 1010, $4.90 and $3. 1 Simon said 420, 287 Examiner Hanover 550. $2 exactor 47.20. Dollar try 218 $15 super 735.65. This is an audio test, testing the audio. Audio test, testing the audio. The third race sort of finished in the top down. 278-6543 DNF1. That's 278-6543 DNF1. And the claim of number 9 Devil's Peak. The new trainer will be Joe Pereira. Field for race number 4 on parade. One is Nate's Bucky, child of birth for Gerard Demaris in Triple S Equine, and the groom is Bobby Weinhold Harris. Correction, the groom is Marie Fontaine. Number 2 is Dragonfly Creek, Jonathan Lapointe for Stephanie Lapointe. Stephanie is also the groom. Number 3 is Coin Flip, Travis Cullen for Joe Pereira. Joe is the trainer and also grooms. And number 4 is Ryan Klein, Austin Sorry for Cameron McQueen, and the groom is Cecilia Richardson. Number 5 is Savoir du Hurrah, Ryan DeRoche for Mike White, Nioski, and Tara Isman, and Garrett Isman. And Mike White Nioski is also grooming. Number 6, Ranger Shadowbow Brown for Chad Hill and Kimberly Jensen, and Kimberly is also the groom. Number 7, Touch 'em All Joe, Paul McKenzie for Craig Gilmore and Robert and Ron Woodburn. Craig Gilmore grooming. Number 8 is Hard Rock, Darren Rayner drives and trains for Mary Harris and grooms. And 9 is Thank You Very Much, Brett Madonna for Francis Guild Metz. And Elaine Wagner is the groom. It's a field of 9, race number 4. Let's look at this field. And number 3, Coin Flip, 5-2 on the board. And Coin Flip is one that has 5 wins on the year. In fact, 20 wins since the 1st of January last year. And also drops in class. I expect Coin Flip to have a pretty solid showing in here. Was third at Georgian in 8,500, claiming just 2 races, going 55-3, and did score a win in 52-4 at Mohawk this year, a career best win. I think he fits really well in here, and it is Travis Cullen driving. Coin Flip 2-1 on the board. Number 1, Nate's Bucky. Gets the inside post and is 8-5 the board. 41 lifetime wins and has excellent gate speed and the inside. Tyler Borth is likely going to be sending Nate's Bucky from the inside, trying to drive to the front. Good chance to grab the lead. Raced well each of the last couple, although didn't quite finish it out. And Nate's Bucky racing on Lasix, and the last few starts Lasix has been added and at least has been finishing out the miles better, but still needs to make just that little bit more finish. Nate's Bucky, dangerous, 8-5. Others in here, number 4, Ryan Klein, 41 wins lifetime, the same as Nate's Bucky, and Ryan Klein is one that has been hitting the board often this year overall. Look, he is 18 out of 30 in the top 3, and also last year as well. Ryan Klein, Austin Sorry for Cameron McQueen, 5-1 on the board, and he's just listening to hear, hey, they're talking about me. And one more is number 5, Savoir du Hurrah. Did bounce back with a better start last time out at Georgian Downs and could build off of that and possibly be a top 3 finisher. Savoir du Hurrah. Ryan DeRoche for Mike White Nioski is currently on the board right now at 9-1 on the board. My top one here, number 3, Coin Flip, now has dropped down to the 8-5 favorite status. Right now, fans are thinking it's a bit of a coin flip between Nate's Bucky and the 3, Coin Flip. Those are close on the odds board, 2-1 on the 1, Nate's Bucky, and 8-5 and 3, Coin Flip. The starting gate is rolling for race number 4. Checking up their positions. It'll be Nate's Bucky, Dragonfly Creek, and Coin Flip on the inside. In the center, Ryan Klein and Savoir du Hurrah. And to the outside, Rangers, Shadow, Touch 'em All, Joe, and Hard Rock in the second tier. Thank you very much. It's a field of 9 for race number 4. They're at the start of the round, and Nate's Bucky on the inside. Rangers Shadow and Dragonfly Creek, they press on around that first turn. And right now, Nate's Bucky has got the lead. Dragonfly Creek is in the pocket. And racing position third. Thank you very much. Coin Flip fourth way. Then Ryan Klein and Rangers Shadow. Savoir du Hurrah. Then it is Touch 'em All Joe and Hard Rock. But Nate's Bucky has got the lead right now. And they race on to the opening quarter. Dragonfly Creek is racing second in front of, thank you very much, Coin Flip is currently racing fourth, and now Touch 'em All Joe is going to move out and get the cover, stepping out Coin Flip, and Coin Flip is on the back of Thank You Very Much, who took out from third. It is Nate's Bucky, thank you very much, 28-2 opening quarter. Racing third, Dragonfly Creek. Coin Flip is spotted second over fourth. Fifth at the inside is Ryan Klein. Then Touch 'em All Joe. Then it is back to Rangers Shadow and Savoir du Hurrah and Hard Rock. And the half was 58 seconds, and they raced their way on into the backstretch. And on top is Nate's Bucky. Has a lead right now of about 2.5 or 3 lengths. Nate's Bucky, thank you very much. Racing third is Coin Flip as they work their way on towards 3/4. Coin Flip is getting a little bit closer. Nate's Bucky still the front. It is Nate's Bucky, thank you very much. And Coin Flip on the outside is racing third. Then it's about 4 or 5 lengths in Ryan Klein and Savoir du Hurrah, Rangers Shadow, and Dragonfly Creek. It is still Nate's Bucky. Coin Flip is grinding on the outside and is moved up to take over second, 3/4, 126-3. Nate's Bucky and Coin Flip, and thank you very much as they turn for home. Nate's Bucky trying to close it out. Nate's Bucky, Coin Flip is digging, but Nate's Bucky as they come to the finish. Nate's Bucky's going to win. Coin Flip was second, thank you very much, third, and Savoir du Hurrah fourth, 156-2. Coming back in front of us is the winner of race number 4. It's one Nate's Bucky, an 11-year-old Ambro Deuce Bay gelding owned by Triple S Equine, trained by Gerard Demers. Tyler Borth is the winning driver. It's the 5th win this year, 42nd lifetime for Nate's Bucky. The fourth race payouts 1 8 Bucky, 620, 250, and 210. Three coin flip pays $2.50 and 220. And 9, thank you very much, pays $4.80 to show. The $2 exactor pays $10.20, dollar try $39.40, dollar super $99.55. Note the dollar pick 3 of 3, 28.25. The fourth race order of finish from the top is a 172 5 4 6 8 9 3. Once again from the top down, it's a 172 5 4 6 8 9 3 on the bottom. For race number 5 on Parade 1 is Deal, Travis Henry for Rafael Barassa and Cozen Farm. The groom is Rebecca Rose. Number 2, Living on a Dream, Colin Kelly for Travis Forbes. And Katie Miller is the groom. Number 3 is King Jules, Jason Ryan for Jim Wellwood, and Jeffrey Wellwood shares an ownership and is grooming. 4 is Galterio Hanover Larry Small for Jay Conklin, and Leslie Crow owns and is grooming. Number 5 is Brookdale Sabost and Sorry for Richard Moreau and Sylvain Cote. And the groom is Joanne Lapointe. And number 6, Let Me In Coach, Paul McKenzie for Joe Pereira, who trains and grooms, and the owner is James Barry. Number 7 is Fear of the Dice, Brett McDonough for Richard Rowan, Justin Robson, and Michelle Gaudreau. And the groom is Mike Pimentelli. Number 8 is Blake's agent, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Wayne McRae, and Jumbo is grooming. And 9 is Master Fencer, Tyler Borth for Gerard Demaris and Ron Nobes, and Allison Hepburn grooming. Field of 9, race 5, Pump Dash on this Sunday evening. Let's get a look at the field. And, well, we'll start with number 8, Blake's agent. Now, normally you don't want to take post 8 on the half-mile track, but we're going to do it because Blake's agent has been on fire in races for a sharp barn and has been able to race very effectively from off the pace. You see wins Georgian Downs post 7, and also you see coming from off the pace 2 and 3 starts ago as well. Last race got off the gate better, but Blake's agent overall I just think has been so sharp of late. I hope to get a bit of a price because of the post, but fans are on this one because of the form. 8-5, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen. Number 7, Fear of the Dice, is one that also has a tough post assignment, but just tough to leave off the top 2. 9 out of 18 in the top 2 on the year, including 5 in a row on the exactor ticket. Fear of the Dice, Brett McDonough for Richard Moreau. It has excellent gate speed, can fire off the gate and race from off the pace if need be. Fear of the Dice is 6-1. Number 3, King Jules, gets a better post than the first 2 that are mentioned and is a little bit off form, but now gets away from Mohawk. The last time this one was on the half-mile track was at Grand River. Winner, Gagnon, by a neck. So King Jules could come right back into great form here. And Jason Ryan for Jim Wellwood. This is one that's got 6 wins of the year. A win here wouldn't shock me just because of the outside draw for the top 2 in here. And King Jules offers a nice little price of 7-1. And number 4, Galterio Hanover, is one that did have a couple of good races before. Last race at Clinton not being as good, but I think Galterio Hanover could rebound for a share of the top 4. Larry Small for Jay Conklin, and is a longer price one to sneak onto the ticket at 24-1. Right now, number 8, Blake's agent, outside post, is the 8-5 favorite. The starters called the field for race number 5. Shaking up their positions, Deal, Living on a Dream, and King Jules. In the center, Gal, Cheerio, Hanover, Brookdale, Sab to the outside. Let me in, coach. Fear the Dice and Blake's agent. And the second tier, Master Fencer. It's a field of 9 for race number 5. And the field is at the start. And they're off, living on a dream. King Jules and Galterio Hanover. Blake's Ancient from the outside is also out sharply, but right now it is Living on a Dream who's got the lead. Galterio Hanover is second away. Brookdale Seb, King Jules to the inside. Master Fencer is fifth, and sixth is Blake's Agent. Then it is back to Deal, Fear of the Dice, and Let Me In, Coach, and they race on to the opening quarter. Brookdale 7, Austin Sereno is going to come on and get the front. Living on a Dream is currently living in the pocket, and King Jules is on the inside third. Galterio Hanover is parked fourth, and on the outside, Blake's Agent, and on the pylons is Master Fencer. Well back, Deal and Fear of the Dice, and Let Me In, Coach is trailing. Brookdale 7, Austin sorry but a lead up a 27-3 opening quarter. Field heads up towards the half, and racing second, Living on a Dream. Then to the inside third is King Jules, and Galterio Hanover is fourth, and now there goes Blake's Agent 3 wide. Wants to quickly move up and challenge, and Blake's Agent has come on to take over third, half of 57. Brookdale Sab on into the backstretch, and Living on a Dream is racing second. Blake's Agent third, and King Jules is racing fourth as they race their way on down the backstretch. Blake's Agent is getting closer now, has come on to take over second and is bearing down on Brookdale Seb. Living on a Dream is third. Then it is back to King Jules, Master Fencer fifth. Fear of the Dice is sixth in closing. And then Deal and Let Me In, Coach, and they race their way on that final turn up three quarters, 124 and 4. Brookdale Seb, but Blake's Agent, who hasn't seen the inside yet, is on the outside and getting closer. Brookdale Seb is trying to close this one out, being chased by Blake's Agent. Brookdale Seb, Blake's Agent on the outside. Brookdale Seb on the inside is going to fend off a hard-working Blake's Agent, and then it was Fear of the Dice, and fourth is between Deal on the outside and King Jules on the inside. 153 and 4, Brookdale Seb. Back in front of us, the winner of race 5. It's number 5, Brookdale Seb, a 3-year-old Shadow Play, Brown Gelding, owned by Sylvain Cote, groomed by Eric Wilson. Richard Moreau is the trainer, and Austin Sorry, the winning drive. Second win on the year for Brookdale Seb. The fifth race, payouts 5. Brookdale Seb, $7, 290, 210. 8. Blake's Ancient, 210, 210. And 7. Fear the Dice, 230. $2 exactor, 14.70. Dollar try, 21.15. Dollar pick 5, 5 of 5, 1100, 22.15. The dollar high 5, 428.55. The fifth race, order finish from the top down, 574-918-326. That's 574-918-326. for the sixth on parade. One, Sweet Molly, Jason Ryan for Marie Helene DuPont and Cal Stable. Marie is the groom as well. Number 2, Run Baby, Travis Henry for Francis Guillemette and Michelle Nollet. And the groom is Letitia Guriel. Number 3 is True That, Bo Brown for Tisha Symes and Jeffrey Webster. And Tisha's the groom. And for his Stonebridge theme, Anthony Hyde for J.P. Marshallton. And grooming is Mary Marshallton. And number 5 is Treasure's Gem, Paul McKenzie for Eric Wilson and Don Lesheet. Eric Wilson trains and grooms. Number 6, Autumn's Passion, Scott Golder for Raphael Barassa and Martin Chouinard. Vanessa Hook, the groom. Number 7 is Cheddar Rose, Tyler Borth for Ryan Stewart and Lisa Stewart, and Lisa's also grooming. Field of 7, race number 6. Let's look at some of the main players in this 6th race. And we'll start with number 6, Autumn's Passion. And Autumn's Passion is 15 to 1 on the board. I want to take a flyer on this one because I thought that she raced very well at Grand River last race. Really battled hard and did have the lead over True That. And then True That was able to get on by late in the mile. But Autumn's Passion, I thought really battled in that race. And look for a solid effort. Races out of a good barn, that of Raphael Barassa, who's put up strong numbers this year. Scotty Coulter driving. And Autumn's Passion could be an interesting value play in here. Currently 17 to 1 on the board. Now is moving up a level, but still just loved what I saw with that filly and want to take a shot at a price. Going fishing, looking to reel in a bigger one here. Number 3, True That. Well, last race was a winner in a maiden class at Grand River, and True That was certainly good in that race and beat Autumn's Passion by 3/4 of a length. Gets a little bit better post position than she has seen in quite a while. True That has only one win in 21 starts, but certainly the recent form's been good, with the exception of a start at Grand River. 2 races ago from an outside post, never got into the race. But True That from post 3 should be very much in it, 3 to 1. Number 1, Sweet Molly, is one that, well, the last 2 races strong. Gets another post 1, certainly knows how to draw post 1, and Sweet Molly should be off the gate and in good position and a decent chance to win. Jason Ryan for Marie Helene DuPont is 5 to 1. And number 2, Run Baby. Well, the recent form's been solid, and Run Baby is also one that has gate speed. There's a lot of gate speed in this race. Run Baby is one of many that's probably going to be driving out quickly. We'll see how it unfolds early. Run Baby is 8 out of 14 in the top 3 on the year, 5 to 2. Fans have gone to number 7, Cheddar Rose, and Cheddar Rose was one that had back-to-back wins before a 5th in non-winners at 2 at Grand River last race. is rolling for the sixth. Sweet Molly, Run Baby on the inside. In the center, True That, Stonebridge, Fame and Treasures, Gem to the outside, Autumn's Passion, and Shed a Rose. It's a field of seven. It's race number 6 on a Sunday night at Flamboro Downs. Here they come. Giddy up. And the field for race number 6 is at the start of the rough, and Sweet Molly and Run Baby getting out sharply with True That. Cheddar Rose is bolting out hard from the outside. On around that first turn they go. Sweet Molly, Cheddar Rose, Run Baby between those two, and True That is racing fourth. Autumn's Passion is fifth away. Then it is Stonebridge Theme and Treasure's Gem, and Run Baby now for Travis Henry is able to come on and clear to the front. Sweet Molly second, True That third. Cheddar Rose now is on the inside, fourth in front of Autumn's Passion. Then it is Stonebridge Theme and Treasure's Gem, 28-1 the opening quarter. Run Baby leads, and Sweet Molly's filling the pocket. True That is on the inside, racing position third for Beau Brown, in front of Cheddar Rose and Tyler Borth, and Autumn's Passion and Scotty Coulter. Then it is Stonebridge Theme and Anthony Hahn, and Treasure's Gem, Paul McKenzie trailing the field, but Run Baby leads as they race up to the half advantage, a length and three quarters over Sweet Molly, and there goes Cheddar Rose, and Autumn's Passion has that cover on the outside as they race their way into the backstretch of a half of 59. 3 lengths off the lead on the inside is True That. Then it is Stonebridge Theme and Treasure's Gem. Run Baby leading by about 2 1/4 over Sweet Molly. Cheddar Rose is racing third. True That is positioned fourth. Autumn's Passion fifth, and now is going to pop out. And then it is back to Stonebridge Theme, and trailing the field is Treasure's Gem. It is Run Baby, Cheddar Rose, and Cheddar Rose is trying to grab second from Sweet Molly, who takes the short way round the turn, and then it is back to True That and Autumn's Passion. It is Run Baby as they turn from. Here comes Sweet Molly. Run Baby on the inside, Sweet Molly to the outside. Run Baby continues on. Run Baby is your winner. Sweet Molly second, then True That and Cheddar Rose 157-2. Back in front of us is number 2, Run Baby. Travis Henry, the winning driver, 3-year-old. He's watching Bay Filly, owned by Michelle Nolette and Francis Gilmet, the trainer. 4th win this year and lifetime. Run Baby victorious in the 6th. The sixth race payouts to Run Baby. 880, 320, 210. One Sweet Molly, 660, 380, and three True That, 250. $2 race actor, 35.70. Dollar try, 43.05. Dollar super, 157.40. Note the dollar win for 4 242.80. The sixth race order finish from the top down to 2135764. That's 2135764 on the bottom. Fans note in race 8, number 5, Rockin' with Custard has a claim entered. Race 8, 5, Rockin' with Custard, claim entered. for the 7th on parade, 1 Winning Muscle, Brett McDonough for Richarborough and Joe Tonelli. Number 2 is Titanium Sister, Tyler Borth for Gerard Demers and Triple S Equine, and the groom is Georgia Dalziel. I should note that the groom on 1 is Winning Muscle, is Dana Vanderson. 3 is Magic's Angel Eyes, Paul McKenzie for Eric Wilson and Don Lesheed. Eric Wilson, the groom. 4 is Belladama, Anthony Hunt for Pam Forgy, and the groom is Mike Demers. 5 is Champagne Bettina Austin, sorry for Cameron McQueen and John McQueen, and Cecilia Richardson grooming. Number 6, Northern Ironman, Gort McKnight drives and trains and owns, and is the groom. Number 7, Angelic KT, Daryl Thiessen for John Holding, who trains, shares an ownership with Morley Bosworth, and is grooming. Number 8 is All-Star Megastar, Colin Keller for Kyle Rule. Kyle's the trainer, owner, and groom. 9 is Fantastic MVP, Scott Goldiver, Jack Moiseyev, and the groom is Jamie Hart. And then once again, 1 Winning Muscle, Brett McDonough for Richarborough and Joe Tonelli, and the groom is Dana Vander Ensden. Let's get a look at this field, and we'll start with number 5, Champagne Bettina. Note that 1 Winning Muscle is the top pick, but we'll get to Winning Muscle in a moment. But first up, number 5, Champagne Bettina. Well, uncorked early speed last race at Hanover, led a long way before just getting caught at the finish. And also a front-end win at Hanover 3 races ago, so has enjoyed things at Hanover. Champagne Bettina, Austin, sorry for Cameron McQueen. Austin's been on a good little run of late, and this is a solid barn. And Champagne Bettina at 7-1, now 9-1. Just might be one that, well, you could score in here at a good price. Others to get a look at here in the 7th race is we're at about a couple of minutes to post time, and 1 is Winning Muscle, set up at Richarborough, gets a better post, and certainly raced well at Georgian last race in the same class. Got a pocket trip from post 6, now gets to leave on the inside. Has only 1 win on the year, but also note this is now just the 6th start for Richarborough with Winning Muscle. But I think this could be a winning spot for Winning Muscle, 8-5 on the board. Number 7, Angelic KT, Daryl Thiessen for John Holding, one that did race very well in back-to-back starts, and then tried Mohawk last race in a maiden class there, and well, just did not race the way that she had before that last race. And Angelic KT certainly could be a decent bounce-back candidate. I like picking up value here at 20-1 because she's much better than what that price on the board suggests. Number 2, Titanium Sealster, made an early break last race, was the betting favorite. Titanium Sealster, if he can stay flat here, he certainly has enough to be a player. But this is just the 4th start off of a long layoff. Took a couple of years off. Titanium Sealster, Tyler Borth for Gerard Demers. Titanium Sealster is taking a little while to get into the swing of it. Titanium Sealster 7-2. But right now, 1 Winning Muscle and 4 Belladama were co-favorites at 8-5. Fans note in race number 8, 9 Rocket Girl, the driver will be Tyler Borth. That is race 8, 9 Rocket Girl, Tyler Borth will drive. Also, again, note in race 8, Clammetered 5, Rockin' with Custard. Gate is rolling for the 7th. Winning Muscle, Titanium Sister, Magic's Angel Eyes on the inside. In the center, Belladonna, Champagne Bettina, and Northern Iron Man. To the outside, Angelic KT, and All-Star Megastar, and the second tier, Fantastic MVP. And off stride is All-Star Megastar. And also with a break in stride, Titanium Silster. It is Champagne Bettina who uncorks some early speed to drive out against Winning Muscle. And Champagne Bettina's got the lead. Winning Muscle is second. Belladonna third. Northern Iron Man is fourth in front of Fantastic MVP. Magic's Angel Eyes and Angelic KT. And they race their way on to the opening quarter. Champagne Bettina leads right now by about 3 lengths of her Winning Muscle. Then a gap of 4 or 5. Belladonna third. Northern Iron Man is racing position fourth. Then Fantastic MVP fifth. Magic's Angel Eyes is sixth. And Angelic KT is racing seventh. And then back to the two breakers, and they race their way off the turn. Champagne Bettina and Austin Sorry with the front. Winning Muscle and Brett McDonald is second. 27-2 the opening quarter. Belladonna, Anthony Hahn third. Northern Iron Man and Gord McKnight is racing fourth as Champagne Bettina on past the half, and halftime 57-2 at 30 seconds. Second panel. And it is Champagne Bettina still with the lead. Winning Muscle stalking in the pocket and is angled out right now to try and move up against Champagne Bettina. Winning Muscle quickly is grabbing the front, taking it from Champagne Bettina, and then Belladonna third. Northern Iron Man is fourth, and racing fifth is Fantastic MVP, and Magic's Angel Eyes. Winning Muscle. Now Belladonna is second. Champagne Bettina is now fizzling out, and on the outside taking third is Northern Iron Man as they race their way towards the top of the stretch off 3/4 of 127-1. Winning Muscle way out in front now is going to lead by 6 or 7 lengths as they turn down the stretch drive and add on to that margin with every stride. Winning Muscle with a winning effort, cruising at the finish. Belladonna will be second, Northern Iron Man third, and Fantastic MVP fourth. 157-1. Winning Muscle. Back in front of us, the winner of race 7-1, Winning Muscle, 3-year-old Muscle Maspay gelding. Brad McDonald, the winning driver. The trainer is Richard Moreau. The owner is Joe Tinelli. It's the second win for Winning Muscle this year in lifetime. The 7th race payouts: 1, Winning Muscle, 332, 32, 10. 4, Belladonna, 660 and 350, and 6, Northern Iron Man 2080, $2 exact or $1540 try, 223.10. Dollar Super, $900.35. The seventh race, order of finish from the top down, is a 186 253 That's 186 253 Eighth race is up next. Scratched is number 2, Jam Outspoken, and a single claim, and 5, Rockin' with Custard. Tyler Borth drives 9, Rocket Girl. And fans, while we have a moment, we'd like to pass along a happy birthday to Shayna Toll. Shayna is training Ms. Megan Sparkle, training and owning Ms. Megan Sparkle here in Race number 8. Happy birthday to Shayna. Field for the 8th on parade. One is Ace 44 Money, Scotty Coulter for Steve Coulter, who trains and owns and grooms. 2 is France 3 Sports Duchess, Austin Sorry for Gerard Damaris and Allison Hepburn and Sean Brisebois. Leanne Silverthorne, the groom. And 4 is Brookdale Grace, Brett McDonough for Steve Watson and All Star Farms. The groom is Karen Cooper. Number 5 is Rockin' with Custard. Colin Kelly for Isaac Waxman, Claim Eddard, Tess Waxman, and Troy Learns. Sharon ownership, Troy Learns, also the groom. Number 6, Outlaw I'm Hot Vixen, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Ron Cullen. Travis shares in ownership, Jody Cullen grooming. Number 7, Miss Megan Sparkle, Ryan DeRoche for Shayna Toll, who is training, owning, and grooming the birthday girl. 8 is Ribbon Ridge, Daryl Thiessen for Bud Sinclair and Ross Holmes. And Bud Sinclair shares in ownership and trains and is the groom. And 9 is Rocket Girl, Tyler Borth for Cameron McQueen, Cecilia Richard grooming. It's a field of 8. It's race number 8. Let's get a look at some of the main players here in this 8th race. And we'll start on the inside with number 1, Ace 44 Money. Ace 44 Money, Scotty Coulter driving. This is one with excellent gate speed, who's made the top 2 in 12 out of 13 starts this year and also had a high top 2 percentage last year as well. And certainly compares nicely in this spot. And Steve has put up some strong numbers again this year. He often does. Ace 44 Money, I think, has a pretty solid shot of getting a good early position and getting the better of this field. Certainly comes in solid form and fits well here and is 5-2. Number 5, Rockin' with Custard. The claim is in, set up by Isaac Waxman, and one that note that drawn into start line that was scratched out of that start, so did not race. August the 18th is a decent line, and before that raced really well at Georgian Downs from post position 7. Had the lead a long way before getting caught by a couple. There's enough positives for Rockin' with Custard and has a lot of back class that she could be pretty good in here, racing out of a power barn that of Isaac Waxman, Colin Kelly driving, is the favorite at 2-1. Others, how about number 9, Rocket Girl? Should be able to get a good trip on the 1, Ace 44 Money on the back of that one. And look at last race, Georgian circled up 3 wide, leaving from post A, and yet was able to win. That's a huge effort for Rocket Girl. If Tyler Borth can work out any trip, then Rocket Girl, who offers 6-1 on the board, I think it's a better value play than either of the first 2, the 1 Ace 44 Money or the 5 Rockin' with Custard, although Rockin' with Custard's starting to come up the board now a little bit. And one more is number 6, Outlaw I'm Hot Vixen. You always have to consider a horse sent up by Jody Cullen. This is one that's got only 1 win on the year, but 370,000 lifetime. Had a very good 8-year-old campaign last year. Things have not worked as well this year, but she shows some signs now of rounding into form. Outlaw I'm Hot Vixen and Travis Cullen is 5-2 on the board. Number 1, Ace 44 Money, and 3, Sports Duchess. Sport co-favorite status right now, 2-1. It is rolling for the eighth. Ace 44 money. Sports Duchess on the inside. In the center, Brookdale Grayson rocking with Custard and Outlaw. I'm Hot Vixen to the outside. Miss Megan Sparkle, Ribbon Ridge. And the second tier, Rocket Girl. It's a field of eight. It's race number 8. Here they come. Field for race 8 is at the start in the rough, and Sports Duchess rocking with Custard and Ace 44 money on the inside as they press their way on around the turn. But right now, Sports Duchess rocking with Custard continues, and Ace 44 money is third away. Then Brookdale Grace and Outlaw I'm Hot Vixen, and further back we've got Ribbon Ridge and Ms. Megan Sparkle, and Rocket Girl broke stride. They race on to the opening quarter. And now Sports Duchess wants to claim the lead from Rockin' with Custard. Sports Duchess now moving up. And Sports Duchess sports a lead of a length and a half. Rockin' with Custard is second. Ace 44 money third is currently about 7 lengths off the lead. 27-2 opening quarter. Brookdale Grace is racing fourth. Outlaw I'm a Hot Vixen is fifth as the field races their way off the turn and comes on towards us. And now driving, Outlaw I'm a Hot Vixen is working first over and is quickly surged up to take over third. Ace 44 money elected to stay to the inside. Ribbon Ridge is on the back of Outlaw I'm Hot Vixen, and also moving out is Miss Megan Sparkle. And Brookdale Grace is on the inside. Sports Duchess with the front. Rockin' with Custard's racing second. Outlaw I'm a Hot Vixen is first up, position third. Ace 44 money fourth on the pylons, and then it is Ribbon Ridge. But right now, Sports Duchess sports a lead of 5 lengths. 3/4 coming up next off that 56-3 halftime. 3/4 125-2. And Sports Duchess leading as the field turns for home and is way out in front. Now the lead is about 10 lengths. Rockin' with Custard, Outlaw I'm a Hot Vixen. Blocked on the inside is Ace 44 money. On down the stretch drive they come, and Sports Duchess is racing all alone at the finish. Is going to win it by about 9 or 10 lengths. Then it is Outlaw I'm a Hot Vixen and Ribbon Ridge, and on the inside, Rockin' with Custard, 155-1. Back in front of us, number 3, Sports Duchess. Austin Sorry with the winning drive. 5-year-old sports writer Bay Mare. Owned by Allison Hepburn and Sean Brisebois. Gerard Demare is the trainer. 4th win this year, 15th lifetime. Sports Duchess. Eighth race, pounds 3, Sports Duchess, 350. 240, 290, 6 Outlaw, I'm Hot Vixen, 550 and 370, and 8 Ribbon Ridge, 590. $2 exactor, $18.90. Dollar Try, 100, 41.95. The Dollar Super, 423.50. Eighth race, so her finish from the top down, 6 scratch, 174, 2538. That's 6 Reg 1 742 538 on the bottom. for race number 9 is on parade. One is Esquire, Colin Kelly for Mark Goddard and Brandon Cabrera. And the groom is Mark Goddard. Number 3, Fly Beyond, Travis Culliver, David Fry. The groom is Ashley Fry. And number 4 is Seacan, Scott Young from Mark Etzel and Terry DeVos and Peter Porter. And Danny Bellick is the groom. Number 5, Run Like Hill, Travis Henry for Francis Guillemette, Tyler Schlotman grooming. Number 6, Boom, Dynamite, Talbot for Gerard Damaris and Triple Sec Wine. Marie Fontaine grooms. And number 7 is Mahone Sealster, Austin Sorry for Bruce McDonald and Barton Stables and Paradox Farm. And the groom is Melanie Diltz. 8 is Angel with Attitude, Jason Ryan driving and training for Ron Corbett, who owns and grooms. 9 is The Fixer, Scott Gulliver, David Fry, and Ashley Fry grooming. And note that number 2 is Sicario. It's Brett McDonald for Rashard Rowan, Pamela and John Heen, and the groom is Blake Smith. It's a field of 9 for race number 9. Let's get a look at this field, and we'll start with number 4, Seacan. And Seacan is one that, last race, as you can see, raced very well, beaten just 3/4 of a length to Power and Grace. And Power and Grace is a really fine mare that's been in good form of late, and Seacan certainly off of back-to-back runner-up finishes and in the same class should have a big shot at it here, and is one that I just think overall this has been a really good one for Mark Etzel, a 4-year-old that already has $220,000 earned. Seacan was really good last year in the grassroots, and Seacan and Scott Young for Mark Etzel 1-2, the one to beat. Number 1, Esquire, though, has gate speed and the inside and can be dangerous on the inside. Now, Esquire raced a credible third last time in a preferred 2 classic Grand River. And Esquire, Colin Kelly from Mark Goddard, 7-1. Certainly a much better value play. That might be the place you go to if you're not enamored with betting Seacan at such a low price. And it's probably going to hold relatively low. So Esquire on the inside at 6-1 could be the play. Number 2, Sicario is one that can fire off the gate and is one that almost wanted to Hanover an invitation to race. It's got beaten by Sizzlin' Hot Herbie. Sicario overall has back class and loves to fire out early. 7-2. Doesn't have to make the front, but does like to race from up close to the pace. Brett McDonald for Richard Moreau, 7-2. And one more is number 8, Angel with Attitude. Well, it's a tough post assignment, but her last race, she had some serious attitude going on and crushed the field. Now, this is a tougher spot, but you do see 2 dominant wins in the past 4 starts. In fact, has won 3 of the last 5. Angel with Attitude is currently 15-1 on the board. One I think you have to use somewhere on the ticket and to overcome the post and help it pay a little bit. But right now, there's no money to be made on 4 Seacan. 2-5 on the board. I also do like Esquire on the inside at 6-1. The starter has called the field for race number 9. It'll be Esquire, Sicario, and Fly Beyond on the inside. In the center, Seacan and Run Like Hill. To the outside, Boom, Dynamite, Mahone, Sealster, and Angel with Attitude. And the second tier, The Fixer. It's a field of 9. It is race number 9. And it is post time. Field 4, race number 9 is into the stretch drive, gathering speed, approaching the stars. And they're at the start of the route. Esquire and Sicario get out well. Run Like Hill is also driving, and Fly Beyond is racing into the front 4. But right now it is Esquire and Sicario going at it into the backstretch, and Run Like Hill 3rd. Fly Beyond is racing 4th. 5th is Seacan. Then it is back to the Fixer. Then we've got Boom, Dynamite, and Mahone, Sealster. And then back trailing the field is Angel with Attitude. Esquire insisting on the lead. Sicario finds the pocket position and racing 3rd. Run Like Hill, Fly Beyond is 4th. 27-second opening quarter. Seacan is currently seen in mid-pack 5th and is about 7 or 8 lengths from the front. Then it is back to the Fixer. Boom, Dynamite, Mahone, Sealster, and Angel with Attitude is trailing the field. Esquire and Colin Kelly has the lead of a sharp 27-second opening quarter and rolls up to the half with Sicario racing 2nd. 2 lengths in arrears. Run Like Hill 3rd. Fly Beyond is 4th, and Seacan is still 5th. 56 and 4 halftime. Then racing 6th is the Fixer. And then it is Boom, Dynamite, Mahone, Sealster, and Angel with Attitude. Esquire, Sicario into the backstretch, and Seacan has popped out. Now moving out from 3rd goes Run Like Hill. Seacan on the outside is spotted 2nd over. Sharing 4th with Fly Beyond on the inside, and 6th is the Fixer, and 7th is Boom, Dynamite. And then it is Angel with Attitude and Mahone, Sealster. And now Run Like Hill has taken the lead from Esquire. Run Like Hill, Seacan went astride. Esquire's racing 2nd. Sicario pops out now, and it is Run Like Hill who's built a nice lead of about 3 lengths as they turn for home. Then Sicario and Esquire. Seacan has recovered, and on the inside, Fly Beyond down the stretch drive they come. Run Like Hill is rolling to the finish. Run Like Hill is going to win it and take it, and Seacan comes on now to finish 2nd. That'll be Sicario and Fly Beyond and Esquire. The inquiry sound will go up pertaining to that breaking stride of number 4, Seacan. Mile of 156 flat. Run Like Hill. Back in front of us, the winner of race 9, 5 Run Like Hill, Travis Henry, the winning drive. 8-year-old Muscle Hill Bay gelding, owned and trained by Francis Gildman. And it's the 6th win this year, 17th lifetime. Run Like Hill. Fans, note the number should be 54231. That is 54231. And the inquiry pertains to number 4 Seacan. Inquiry on number 4 Seacan. Fans, note the judge's ruling that number 4 Seacan did not violate the braking regulations on the board 54231. The ninth race payouts, number 5. Run Like Hill, 65.80, $11 and $6.90. 4 Seacan, 210, 210, 2 Sicario, 280, $2 exactor, 246.80. Dollar try, 250.80. Double of 3 and 5, 141.80. Dollar pick 3, 125.15. Dollar win 4, 923.55. Dollar high 5, 4,122.90. The ninth race, order of finish from the top down, so 5, 3, 4, 2, 1, 8, 9, 6, 7. That's 5, 3, 4, 2, 1, 8, 9, 6, 7 on the bottom. Well, fans, that does conclude the live harness racing program for this Sunday evening. Action resumes here on Tuesday evening. Our first dash will go to post at 6:35 p.m. Buenas noches, amigos. Good night, everybody. Good night, Shanna.
Good night, Gary.